And I am live. How are you today? How is everyone doing? Welcome to Instagram, welcome to Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. I wanted to talk a little bit about Awakening the Healer Within, which is the spirit led series that I've been doing on Mondays and Wednesdays, 12 noonish. It's a little bit later than 12 noon, but who is counting? So, I wanted to talk about this particular crystal that I got from Incantations, which is an amazing crystal shop, I guess we call it. Incantations.co is where you would get it from, but this is hematite. And it is a beautiful crystal. Hey, Jamie, thank you for joining. Hematite, the element is earth. The chakra that it helps is root. And the crystal healing that it provides is grounding, strength, and vitality, manifestation, balance of polarities, and spiritual protection. And that is hematite. And it is a beautiful crystal. Oh my God. She has some amazing crystals. So if you like crystals, incantation.co. She has amazing crystals at beautiful prices. Wonderful. And she intuitively chooses them. It comes with the little card that tells you what they are and what it is that they do, which I think is amazing. So, I love crystals, right? So, anyway, I wanted to talk a little bit about awakening the healer that is within you. So, what I'm doing is I'm taking you on my journey. And so this is something that I have been doing is really sitting with spirit and beginning to awaken the healer that is within me. So there's a healer that is within each and every one of you. So now my story is I began to have callings from spirit. About 2012, I had one that took me on a journey across the country. So I was living in South Carolina in the US, and spirit came to me at 3 o'clock in the morning um, at my job and said, "It's time for you to leave this place." And so, I could have thought that it meant so many different things. And at the time, I had no idea what it meant. I did not know what it meant because I was getting off in a couple of hours, my first thought was I needed to change jobs because that happens to me quite a bit. If it's time for me to go, it means my course at that place has run. It means I'm ready. It's time. I've done the things that I was called to do there. So I have no issues with that. Um, I never was under the illusion that I was a person that was supposed to work someplace for 20, 30, 40 years. That was never anything that I knew that was not ever anything that I would do because it's just not. I'm not. That's not me. So I thought maybe it was time for me to leave that job. However, Spirit quickly showed me that that was not it. It was time for me to leave that particular place, that particular state, and in many ways, not only that state physically, but also that state mentally and spiritually and emotionally. It was time for me to leave that state, the state that I was in, and the physical state. So I packed all my shit in my car and sat my kids down because they were all grown and let them know that it was time for me to leave and that spirit was calling me to go. My children, being the wonderful, beautiful souls that they are, understood, actually helped me, and I actually left furniture and whatever. I said, whatever you want to do with it, just shut this down, give the lady the key, do whatever you need to do. If you want to sell it, you want to keep it, I don't care, whatever, just get rid of it. I don't care. So that propelled me on this journey to awaken the healer that's within me. And so as I began to do that, and then God sent me mentors and people. Hey, thank you for joining, Lynn Mystic. Sent me mentors and people to help me and to guide me and to show me the way. Sent me people to share with me different ways to work with spirit, um, different things to do. I learned about the Bach flower essences, which are amazing to help you with healing from an emotional level. I learned about energy healing. I started doing Reiki and I became a Reiki master. And then I took a Theta healing class and I became a certified Theta healer. And then I took, what else did I take? Sacred Soul Alignment, which is amazing. It to me is like up level from Theta healing, and we'll be working with some of those in the meditation that I'm doing today. And then I took Radical Guide DNA Activation Practitioner, which took energy healing to another level and began to show me how to heal on a molecular level. And it was one of the most amazing energy healings that I have ever had and done. So, of course, I became a practitioner of that. And that is just like supersized my life. So, um, the thing is as I began to go on this journey and I began to really, really learn about, what who I was and really began to figure out, where I was supposed to be in this life and what is it that I was supposed to be doing. Because for me, it didn't feel like the work that I had been doing for almost 30 years, it didn't feel like that I was aligned to do that even. And, I've done it, but we all do things, but it wasn't, my soul wasn't in it and my heart wasn't in it. And so as I began to move forward, with this concept, knowing that, I was a healer, which, let me go back a little bit. I've known that I was a healer since I was about 3 years old because my grandmother was an amazing pastor, preacher, teacher, prophetess, evangelist type. She identified that in me at 3 years old. And so she used to call me because she used to go out and preach at little churches. And I would go with her and she would call me up to lay hands on people and they would be healed. So I knew that I was a healer from 3 years old, but why did it take me 40 plus years to get to that place, But as here nor there, the point is I'm here now and this is where I'm being called. And so if that's something that you're being called to do, then welcome, welcome. Um, However, as I took this journey and as I began to really, really, really hone in and dive deep, because this year has been about going deeper, because Spirit called me to go deeper. And so I really began to study and really began to meditate and pray and get in connection with my spiritual team even deeper and my ancestors and the masters and really began to ask what is it that I need to be doing to be of service to help this world to awaken, because it's time for us to awaken. We're in the midst of so many crises that people don't even know because it's not on the surface. It's deeper, y'all. It's deeper. It's beneath. So one of the things that needs to happen in healing is awareness. Awareness needs to happen. You need to understand and you need to see that you need to change. You need to see that things need to be different than they are for you. This is why you're suffering the way that you are and the things that you are suffering. And so it's time to awaken. And so as you are awakening, this healer that's been calling from you from within, you have to begin to be aware. And so as you begin to be aware, one of the things that is going to arise for you is resistance. Resistance is going to arise for you. You're going to feel like, you know, you're not in the flow. You're going to feel like your rhythm is off. You're gonna feel like you don't hear no music. That's how you're gonna feel, and that is just resistance. That's resistance. So you have to begin to deal with that resistance. And some of the ways that you can deal with that resistance is by journaling, by meditating, by not engaging the impatience. That is just another form of resistance, because that's what impatient resistance begets, is impatience. So as you begin to learn, and as you begin to just connect with your spiritual team, with your guides, with God, with source, with universe, with your archangels, with your ancestors, as you begin to connect with the angels, and as you begin to feel their presence all around you, then you'll begin to release that resistance, because that resistance is hard. Hey, thank you for joining. That resistance is hard, and that resistance can really, really, really rise something up in you. And it also can create blockages and make you really not be able to move through and continue in this awareness of awakening that healer that's within you. Because there is a healer that is within each and every one of us, whether you've been called to the healing arts at all. And many times, most of us are being called. If you're listening to the sound of my voice, more than likely you are being called in this area. So what it's time to do is acknowledge our responsibility in having created whatever situation or condition that we have, dis-ease. Acknowledge our responsibility in creating that, so that you can begin to open up to see what it is that you need to do to heal it. Because the Creator created us to be able to heal ourselves. I am firm in that belief that the Creator created our bodies to be able to heal. Now, why we won't heal it, that's a whole nother thing. Part of that is this resistance. And not only that, is that impatience. So if you've been dealing with this for 10, 12, 15, 20 years, why do you think that it always can be healed in 20 seconds? Now, that's not to say that it can't. However, it doesn't always happen in that way. So we have to have the patience, and we have to begin to tell ourselves that we have the patience. And that goes back again to the self-love. The self-love. There is a love that we have to have for ourselves. Y'all, I did not share this out. I'm sorry. Hold on. There's a love that we have to have for ourselves, so that we can begin to get that healing that we need. That's the thing, y'all. It's a love. Okay, sorry about that. Give me a second. Let me share this out. I completely did not think about it. I wanted to get into it. Okay. All right. Okay. So back to where we were. Okay. So, in order to begin to awaken that healer that is within each and every one of us, we have to recognize that we need to change. We have to recognize and see that resistance for what it is. We have to know that there are beliefs that we have to change. There are beliefs that we have to change, you know? And I want to talk about some nonverbal clues to when we are in resistance. So, one of the things is changing the subject when somebody's talking about healing, or flipping off of this live because you don't want to hear it. Okay, that's a clue to resistance. Now that's not, you're at work and you can't, that's a whole different thing. But I'm talking about if you are able to sit and listen to people talk about how you can heal and how you can awaken that healer that is within us, and then you just flip it off. You just change the subject. Not that I've been on here 2 hours or nothing like that. Leaving the room, going to the bathroom, being late for things that you know are going to help you to change, getting sick, procrastinating by doing something else, or doing busy work, or wasting time, looking away or out the window when you should be paying attention to what's going on, flipping through a magazine or refusing to pay attention, creating or ending a relationship with somebody that can help you to move past all of this. So these are some of the nonverbal clues that you are in resistance. Because a lot of times we don't even recognize that we're in resistance. We just think, we're not interested. But that's not always the case. Sometimes we are in resistance. So I want to share some cards that I pulled this morning, and this was what made me know that I needed to talk about this on this live. So I pulled a surrender card, which every day for me, I pull a surrender card and I ask, what is it that I most need to surrender to spirit, my spiritual team? And today the card came was surrender to your soul's path. Surrender to your soul's path. Surrender to your soul's path. Your life's journey has been perfectly designed for your soul's growth. Embrace every lesson and every moment. So it's time for you to begin to embrace every lesson and every moment and begin to know how to learn how to heal your body. Okay? And it's almost like you are a perfect human design. You're a perfect human design. So you need to embrace everything that comes at you. And then the other one I pulled was choices. Make the best choices. Choices. Make the best choices. Okay, so if you are surrendering to your soul's path, you will have a choice every single day of what you can do and what you should do and what you would do, what you could do. There are so many different choices, and so today I would invite you to surrender to your soul's path and make the choices that are appropriate for you to do that. So I always say choose life. Choose life. All right, so we're going to go into this meditation right now. If you are driving or you are operating heavy machinery or otherwise occupied, you might want to come back and do this on the replay. It's not going to be that long, maybe 10, 15 minutes. So I'm going to guide you just in a minute. I want you to, let me put on some meditation music. Hold on. I want you to begin by taking a deep breath. Taking a deep breath. And closing your eyes. Centering yourself in your heart. Taking a moment to call back all of your awareness, all parts and all aspects and pieces of you from every time and space. Begin to breathe slowly and deeply in and out of your heart. And if it helps you, put your hand on your heart, imagining that you can breathe from your heart. Now imagine that all around you are particles of light, spark of light, These may be golden light or white light. This light is pure source energy. This is part of who you are. Allow these particles of light to begin to merge into your body, filling your heart and filling every cell and molecule of your body. Breathing this light into your body, gathering this source energy into the center of your heart, forming a beautiful ball of light. Take a deep breath. Now imagine that from the light in the center of your heart is a golden cord. Send this cord down from your heart into the earth, going through all the layers of the earth until you come to the crystalline core of Gaia, Mother Earth, where you will see, feel, or imagine a warm golden light. This is the heart chakra of Gaia. Connect your golden cord into the heart of Gaia, feeling the heart to heart connection between your heart and the heart of Gaia, and begin to draw the unconditional love and support there back up through your cord, into your feet, up your legs, into your root chakra, your sacral, solar plexus, into your heart, seeing your heart expand. Send a beam of light up from your heart, pulling that Mother Earth energy up with you into your throat, your third eye, your crown, sending your beam of light up, 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 and connecting in with your higher self, calling forward your I am presence, your divine creator self, connecting this beam of light into the heart of your higher self. Send your beam of light up, 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 all the way up past the universe, out as far as you can go, into the bright white lights, into the heart of creation. Connect your beam of light into the heart of creation. Anchor it there and allow yourself to soak in that pure energy of all that is, feeling the heart to heart connection between your heart and the heart of creation. Begin to pull that pure white source light down your beam of light into your heart chakra, into your third eye, your throat, your heart. See and feel your heart expand, expanding this light out beyond your physical body, going out in 12 feet in all directions, forming a beautiful ball of light that you are in the center of. Witness a space in the earth opening up for this ball of light to drop into, dropping all the way into the heart of Gaia. Anchor yourself in there and center yourself in your heart. So now I want to bring in the spark of God alignment. You are pure love and light, and you came from the all loving, all powerful God source energy creator of all that is. However, most of us have forgotten our incredibly powerful lineage, and our lives reflect this. We play small and feel unworthy and underserving of all the love, magic, joy, and abundance this world has to offer. We feel fearful about speaking our truth and standing strong for our values. This alignment will take you home to who you are, a powerful, unique spark of God. You will begin to live from a place of authentic peace, passion, purpose as you embody this truth and project the energy of pure love, compassion, and light out into the world. You will rediscover your essence and find strength and courage to live your truth. In divine love and light, Creator, change it. And then I want to bring in activate your magnetism. You were born with your natural, distinctive, magnetic energy that attracts all the right people to us. But over time, we learn to hide or suppress this energy because of the messages or lessons we learn around shame, guilt, and shining too bright. This leaves us feeling empty, lonely, and isolated. This alignment will activate your innate magnetism so authentic confidence can flow through to you. You will also have your pheromones, your physical body's individual signal of attraction tuned up. This combination will magnetize people to you, not just your romantic soulmate, but other kindred spirits, such as loving, supportive friends, ideal clients, perfect business partners. In divine love and light, bring in, activate your magnetism. Creator, change it now. And then I want to bring in the rose alignment. Now, typically with this alignment, when I use it for myself and others, I smell roses. So this can happen for you as well, especially if you are a person that has the sense of smell as one of your um, spiritual gifts. And even if you don't, sometimes it just happens. So the delicate rose symbolizes beauty and tenderness. It is the flower of love, purity, and sweetness. Roses are extremely high vibrational, and rose essential oil vibrates at 320 hertz, which is the highest energy vibration of all known oils. This alignment will immerse you in the beautiful high vibrational energies of the rose. This alignment will gently lift your spirits, bring you comfort, and help you relieve depression, anger, grief, fear, nervous tension, and stress. In divine love and light, bring in the rose alignment. Now, Creator, change it. Yes, I smell the roses. I want you to take a deep breath and blow it out. Take another deep breath and then blow it out. And when you are ready, open your eyes. Hey, thank you for joining, Janine. All right, so I want to anchor those alignments in now. If you have been listening or watching the sound of my voice, um, you have granted me permission to bring you this healing. So again, thank you so much for hanging out with me and for joining me here today. If you would like to have a healing session with me, um, I have a few different offerings. You can on Instagram hit the link tree and you'll see healings. There's like a one-time one and also a 3-pack. And then there's also Angel Intuitive with affirmations if that is something that you are interested in having that type of reading. Also, if you would like to have a full spirit activation, which is amazing, it is a 24 strand DNA activation as well as a chakra alignment and balance. It's a crystal alignment, and also you'll get channeled messages, gene key that is channeled particularly for you. So, have quite a few ways that you can work with me if that is something that you are desiring. So, again, thank you so much for hanging out with me for Awaken the Healer Within. I'll be back again on Wednesday around 12 noonish again, particularly um, probably maybe might be a little bit earlier because I got some shit I want to do Wednesday. So, anyway, thank you so much for joining me, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week. Um, and I'll see you again later in the week. I say that like I'm going to be gone, But I'll be back again, probably tomorrow. So, again, thank you for joining me, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye now.